Is it possible that we're seeing the real estate market level out in Durham Region? And what does this mean for you if you're thinking of buying or selling a home in the near future? I'll give you my honest opinion in today's video, and we'll take a look at whether housing is actually more affordable today than it was at the peak of the market. But first, my name is Jessie McLellan, and I'm a real estate agent here in Oshawa, Ontario. If you would like to stay up to date on the real estate market and what's happening, especially in the GTA and Durham region, then please subscribe to our channel. Also, if you enjoy this video, I would really appreciate giving it a thumbs up because it does help us reach more people like you. And if you'd like to have a call with me about buying or selling a home in Durham Region, you can use the first link in the description and book a time that works for you. So, are we starting to see prices level out in Durham Region? As I always say, I don't have a crystal ball and neither does anyone else. I'm just going to show you the data, tell you what I think, and you can use that information however you'd like. With the market stats that were released for the month of September, it seems like Durham Region is seeing prices level out, at least for the moment. In August, we saw a small bump in the average sale price of homes in Durham Region. And with an interest rate increase coming at the beginning of September, it seemed likely that the average sale price would start to cool off just a little bit again. But what we actually saw in September was a good mix of results between cities and communities. For example, Oshawa, Whitby, Scugog, and Brock all saw their average price increase, while Clarington, Ajax, Pickering, and Uxbridge all saw a decrease. Now, there can be varying reasons why we saw a mix of results between those cities. Some areas like Brock see a low number of sales every month, and so a couple high-end sales and a couple lower sales can really skew the data one way or the other. But seeing the average price up in Oshawa and Whitby and seeing fairly significant decreases in Ajax and Pickering is something interesting to note and that we'll want to keep our eyes on over the next couple of months. Now let's look at how these prices in Durham Region have changed since the beginning of the year. This table just shows the average sale price of different types of homes in Durham Region, which includes everything from Pickering to Clarington. So detached homes were sitting at just over $1 million in September, which was down about $370,000 since February. Semi-detached homes are at $761,000, which is down just over $300,000. Condo townhomes are sitting at $657,000, which is down from their peak of $845,000. Condo apartments are at $573,000, which is a difference of about $125,000. And freehold townhomes are at $805,000, which is about a $200,000 difference from the peak of the market. The average sale price for all home types peaked in February, except for condo apartments, which peaked in March. And after that, we saw pretty substantial decreases in April all the way to June. But from July until September, those numbers only fluctuated a little bit, even though we did see the rate increase in September. If you're curious about how these decreases have affected affordability, here's what purchasing a detached home in February looks like compared to now. Even though there's over a $300,000 price difference, the monthly payment from February to now would be almost identical. Where it is more affordable is when we look at the down payment required and the land transfer tax. You would need about $70,000 less to purchase today than you would have in February. Of course, most people purchasing $1 million plus home likely aren't first-time home buyers, and so they'd likely have some equity to roll into that purchase. If we take a look at a condo townhome, which is more likely something that a first-time buyer would be able to jump into, so the cash needed up front would be about $20,000 less, but your monthly payment would actually end up being higher. This is why it's not as easy to keep waiting or to time the market as people think. From everything that I've read, it also seems like the consensus is we're expecting the Bank of Canada to do another rate increase at the next announcement in October by 0.5 to 0.75%. With previous rate increases, there have been a drop-off in prices, but September's rate increase didn't quite have the same effect as we just went over. Now, whether that's because people have locked in their pre-approval and the effects could be delayed, buyer mindset is shifting again, or because people want to buy and close and be in their homes before the snow flies, or a combination of 100 different factors, I can't say for sure. But what I can tell you is that the market, from my own experiences and interactions day to day, is that the market is very hit and miss right now. Talking to my buyer clients, some were very motivated to purchase in September, and now some are very motivated to purchase in October. And some of them have decided that what's best for them is to see how it looks in a couple months or early 2023. And something I have noticed are so many people saying, in January and February, I'm not going to purchase at this price. This market's inflated. I'm going to wait for prices to go down. Well, now prices have gone down because interest rates have went up, and people are saying interest rates are too high and I'm going to wait to buy. Well, if interest rates drop again, prices are going to go up again. I hate to say it, but there's no scenario where interest rates go down and prices go down and then everybody else just doesn't want to buy a home. The current demand for a home far outweighs the supply, and as long as we have a supply issue, we're likely going to continue to see affordability issues in these high demand areas. As for the listing side, Lisa and I recently sold a home in Ajax and had 90 plus showings and 18 offers. But on the other hand, I know that there are homes in that area that have sat on the market for weeks and weeks and are struggling to get showings booked. Now, before I give you my opinion on how to navigate buying or selling a home in the near future, leave me a comment and let me know if you think that those August and September numbers mean that the market in Durham region is sort of leveling out. Or if you think that we'll continue to see decreases after the next rate announcement, or if you have a different opinion altogether. And if you have a specific question for me or a topic you'd like me to cover in a future video, you can always use the info in the description to reach out. So if you're planning on selling your home now or in the near future, here is my advice. Pricing is everything. Staging your home and certain upgrades can increase the perceived value of your home. And having stunning pictures and virtual tours and great marketing will get people to book showings and come and view your home. But ultimately, if it's not priced right, it's not going to sell. It's not uncommon to see two very similar homes in the same neighborhood or even on the exact same street, and one's getting a lot of attention and sells very quickly, and the other one sits and it has trouble getting offers or showings even weeks after being on the market. And 99% of the time, it comes down to price expectations and listing strategy. Be aware of what homes are available for sale in your area and what other buyers are going to be cross-shopping with your home. Pictures, list price, and when and how you will be accepting offers all play a factor into the sale price of your home. I've seen $100,000 plus differences in sale price in homes in the exact same neighborhood that were very similar, just because of when they chose to take offers and what they chose to list the property at. Now, if you're buying a home, this might be a tough decision. Historically, December was a good time for a buyer to get a deal. Most people want to be in their new home by Christmas, and so those that are selling in December are usually more motivated and really want to see that deal come together. Typically, you see less competition, and with the current state of the market, you're going to likely have an easier time getting conditions accepted like financing and a home inspection. On the other hand, we just saw a recent rate increase and we're expecting another one at the end of October. But Durham Region overall saw a small price increase in August, and some cities in Durham Region also saw a small increase in September as well. So there's no guarantee that we will see prices decrease enough by December to make up for the interest rate increase. Up until this point, the higher interest rates and lower prices have kept monthly affordability roughly the same as it was earlier in the year. The thing that's more affordable as prices go down is the down payment required. But my concern for some buyers is that at some point, the rates may continue to increase and the prices don't decrease by enough to offset that. And so you actually end up qualifying for less. And with the amount of demand that there is out there, that's definitely something to keep in mind. So if you are thinking about buying in the near future, getting a pre-approval before the October 26th rate announcement might be something to consider. This would give you enough time to shop and keep your eye out in November and December, which is usually a good time for buyers. Just be sure to check with your mortgage broker if you have to purchase and close by the time your rate hold expires. That's all for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!